Let's take a look at the U.S. job market, where, as we learned Friday, the unemployment rate is back near the lowest level in several decades. Year on year, though, the drop in unemployment has been even greater for a part of the labor force we don't often talk about, people with disabilities. Sharon Epperson joins us with more. And so, if I'm thinking through this, it means it's been even stronger for this part of the labor market?
Yes,
wow.
yes, actually, it has been. It's not a part of the labor market that gets much attention, but while the unemployment rate for people without disabilities has remained steady at 3.6%, the unemployment rate for people with disabilities fell from 7.8% in July 2022 to 6.9% in July 2023. Here's one company that's built its business employing people with intellectual and developmental disabilities. Biddy & Bo's Coffee Shops is a fast-growing franchise company whose founders say hiring an often untapped talent pool has been very good for their business.
If you have a desire to join the workforce and you want to learn something new, we give you a chance, and we figure out how we can make accommodations to set you up for success.
As parents of children with Down syndrome, Amy and Ben Wright understand the difficulty of finding a job as a person with a disability.
80% of people with disabilities don't have jobs in our country, and we did not want our children growing up in that kind of world. So we started this coffee shop 7.5 years ago.
In 2016, the couple opened their first store in Wilmington, North Carolina, named after two of their children.
Good morning.
The brand now employs more than 400 people with disabilities in 19 coffee shops. Across the country, about 7.8 million people with a disability were employed in July, according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics. That's almost 1 million more workers with a disability than the year before.
Thank you, government.
And studies have shown employees with disabilities may generate higher revenues for a company and often stay in their jobs longer than workers without disabilities.
Thank you,
you too.
People are starting to see that people with intellectual and developmental disabilities especially are very loyal, they're very grateful for their jobs, they show up on time, they take it seriously.
And like most workers, Ben Wright says employees with disabilities also want their work to have high impact in the business, to be meaningful and to be valued. Kelly.
That's great. Are these workers often the same, paid the same wages as people who are, from the regular part of the labor force?
We did ask that, and there have been some concerns that some people with disabilities are paid sub-minimum wage. That is not the case at Biddy & Bo's. In fact, they are advocates for making sure that all workers get minimum wage and above, and that they are also promoted as they improve in their jobs.
We keep hearing about it being such a tight labor market.
Yeah.
CEOs are saying finding and retaining employees is that hard. So is there a sort of a direct pathway for people to locate these workers?
There is a national service. It's called the Employer Assistance Resource Network for Disability Inclusion, or EARN, and you can go there to find workers who have been trained. They can help with recruiting and all of that as well. But also the local Chamber of Commerce also can help partner employers with nonprofit organizations that work with people with disabilities, as well as looking at some of the vocational rehabilitation programs that are out there in different communities that can also help.
It's great. I know for parents in particular, it can be a big relief.
Yes,
Sharon,
absolutely.
thank you. Sharon
Sure.
Epperson.